Good morning, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCal Saber here, and we're back to Silent Victory, patrol number 3. A quick little recap. Our first 2 patrols were successful. In the first one, we evacuated a passenger out of the Philippines. And then in the second one, we were successful as we sank 5,100 tons. That's not a great number, but it got us to successful, any sinkage during it. Also, what happened in patrol number 2, when we were about midway or 2/3 of the way through, we got orders to rebase after the patrol, and now we're shipping out of Pearl Harbor. We got a new map up here for Pearl, and so let's get to selecting our first assignment out of Pearl Harbor. I'm going to roll 2d10, use the Pearl Harbor boats thing, and it's a 10. Oh yes, and we are in June of 42. So that's right here, June of 42 is a 10. We're going to be going to Midway. On the map, Midway is up here, so it's not going to be too long of a patrol, hopefully. We're in our first transit box, and we will roll for transit. Only things that transits is 2s and 12s. And it's an 8, so nothing happening. I forgot to mark it on the log sheet what patrol we're doing. So that was the first transit box. Now we're going to move to the second one. Do another roll. This time was close. We got a 3, but nothing doing there. So we're going to move into the first Midway box. And then we're going to roll for a June of 40. We're going to roll for an encounter and Midway. A 2, a capital ship, right off the bat. All right, let me get a little admin done here. Okay, now for rolling for a capital ship, we're going to be using this chart here to see which one it is. And on this one, we'll be rolling the D20. And it's number 7, the 29,300 BB Fusako, or Fuso. Let me get this marked on the sheet. Okay, got it marked on the chart. You can see the BB Fuso here. It's 2,900. He is escorted. There's no actual plane there. Okay, so next we're going to roll for day or night. 1d6. And it's a 2, so this is daytime. So because of that escort, we're definitely going to be submerged. Now the question, do I want to go medium? Or if I want to go close. If I do close, I got to do a detection first and after I shoot. And it's not going to really, let me see how it increases the torpedo hits. Okay, and close it's an 8 or less, it's 7 or less, and I don't think with these duds that it's worth the extra detection. So we're going to go medium. We're going to let go with all 4 of the half torpedoes. It's quite a start to this patrol, huh? All right, here we go on the torpedoes, whether they're hits or not. Okay. We're going to see if we got any modifiers. It's not surface, exact first, second salvo. No modifiers. Okay, we're going to roll for the first torpedo. We need a 7 or less. And we got a 6, so we have a hit with that one. If it's a hit, not a done. Second torpedo. That's a 10. It goes flying by him. Third torpedo. This big capital ship, this will take 6 hits. It's a 5. It's a hit. And then the last one. It's a 8. It's a miss. So now we got to find out if they're duds or not. Okay. We're in June of 42. So 1 through 4 is a dud. 5 and 6 is a hit or an explosion. And we got a dud on the first one. And a dud, let's see what we got here. And we got a dud on the second one. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, so now we're going to go into detection. Okay, we fired a turbo. Escorts determine detection. We're not going to try to exceed our depth this time. We're going to roll for escort detection. Okay, let's see. 8 or less is undetected. Let's see the modifiers. Yeah. Capital warship. A capital ship or a warship / escort. This is a +1 on there. That's not good. Okay, so we're going to say we're going to try to get out of here. He's looking for us. And it's a 10 +1 is 11. We are detected. Okay. Once we are detected, we're going to go into E3 and roll for hits. This is what are we rolling here? Rolling on the left column. Let's check the modifiers. No modifiers. 7. 2 hits. So we got 2 hits. Now we're going to go check. Now we got to find out what they are. So we're going to roll black and a white, with the black being the 10s, and the other one being the 1s. Okay. This is this chart down here for sub damage chart. 35. We got a hull hit. So we're going to move this up here. 1 hit. Now the second hit. 62. The aft torpedo doors. All right, I got to find out the markers for this. I'll be right back. Okay, so we got some damage on the F2D, and I put a marker down here on that. And then I move the hull up 1. So now we have to go through back to the detection again. And this time we're going to try and exceed our test depth to get away from this guy. And I got to remember, okay, we rolled 2 d6s, two d6s, and with only 1 hull damage, there shouldn't be any problem with this. We'll see what we get here. We get a 10. It says if the roll is greater than the current of the hull damage, there is no effect in the escort detection. Escort detection roll gets -1 favorable modifier to the escape detection. This maneuver did cause 1 more hull damage before the roll, but the roll is in favor, so we're getting -1 on the detection chart, or on the roll. We need an 8 or less, so now a 9 or less on the dice. And we got an 8, so it's undetected. So you know what? We're going to get out of here. We took 2 hull damage already on this run. So we're going to get out. Keep on moving. See if we can get something a little bit easier. So we're going to move up to our second box. Get our... the old encounter chart out here, and then roll for a Midway escort in the second box. Yeah, we'll take this guy out of here. Take the escort off, take these off, and this off. We do get to, after battle, we do get to see if we can fix this aft door issue. Hull damage can't be done while we're at sea. You have to wait till we get back in ports. But the aft torpedo doors can, the guys can try to fix it before. So it says follow in combat. We can try to repair it. We're going to roll on a repair chart here. We need a 1 or a 2 with a D6 to fix it. 3 or 4, they're in op. And it's a 3, so they're in op. We'll have to check later to see if we can fix that after the next combat. All right, here we go for the encounter now. For Midway. A 12. My goodness, what are these rolls? Now, 12. The first 12 of a patrol, and this can only happen once, gets a random event. And we're getting everything right off the bat here, so we got a D12. Some nasty stuff can happen here. We have a 9. It says pooped. Your boat has been swept by a large wave with tons of seawater pouring down the hatch and almost sinking the boat. SD and SJ systems are now damaged. Roll to repair. And roll for 1 times the crew injury. Well, we don't have a SG. Someone probably said we have surface detection. Okay, this is for the SD, inoperable. We got a 1. It's fixed. Now we have to do roll for 1 for a crew injury. This is a 2. This is 2 D6s. It's 9. It's 1 of the crew. Then we're going to roll 1 D6 to see how severe this injury is. We got a 5. This is a severe wound on a crew member. We get the severe wound on a crew member. Okay. This patrol is not starting off very well. But that was the random event. So we're going to move up to the next one, which is at 2 times. Now, anytime a 12 is rolled again on this patrol is not random. You go with the aircraft and spot it. So, first encounter, a roll for an encounter. 7. Midway, that's nothing. Second roll for the encounter. That's a 4. That is a ship and an escort. Okay, so first of all, we're going to roll what type of kind of ship it is. 1 through 4 is a small, 5 through 6 is large. It is a large ship. And then we're going to roll a D6. to determine what chart to look at on the large ships, and 2 D10s to find out which one it is. So the D6 is a 5, so we're going to the C chart. And then what do we have? We have 80. We have the 6200 Hayama Maru. Let me get this marked on the log and we'll get going here. Okay, the next roll we're going to do is to see what the day or night. It's 2. It's another day. So we're going to be submerged again. This guy takes... Oh, by the way, the aft doors we can't shoot the aft torpedoes, and we were able to, in between, after the last combat, to reload the front torpedoes. Okay. So now, let's determine, we got to get a little bit more brave, I think. I think we're going to go in close this time, which I believe is going to require detection ahead of time, but let me double check it. Okay, it's close. Somebody picked this up on the radar, so the detection's coming around. They need a 10 plus to detect me on this first run, and they got a 7, so we're not detected. We did load the torpedoes. See if we can have any better luck this time. This takes 3 hits to knock this dude out. Okay. Get the torpedo shard out here. Here we go. And this is going to be 7 close range, 8 or less. Let's see if any of these... Nope, none of these modifiers apply. So let's go. On 8 or less of torpedo number 1. And it's a hit. Torpedo number 2. It's a hit. Torpedo number 3. It's a miss. Torpedo number 4. It's a 8. That's a hit. Then we got 3 hits. Let's get at least one of these things as an explosion. Again, 1 through 4 is dud. Probably we'll get into August to get a little bit better here. 1 through 4 is a dud. First roll is a 2. Another dud. Boy, I don't know how we sunk anybody with these duds. 4. Another dud. And 3, another dud. Okay, now we're going to the detection chart. Well, there's no hits right now. Going to the escort detection chart. The roll 12. And let's see. No modifiers in effect. Okay. This time it's a 5, and we are undetected. Now, we can reload. And try to follow if we want. Let me double check on that to make sure. Well, 2 hull damage. The aft is inoperable. I was checking to see if I could try to repair these aft doors again, but it says once it's failed, it's done for the rest of the patrol. So I think that because of this, we're going to move on to the next block. We're getting captain's getting a little scared. He doesn't have that much experience, and he doesn't want to get an unsuccessful patrol by not sinking anything. So maybe he'll run across something easy and get it going here. Why can't I never find these charts? Okay, there's the encounter chart. All right, here we go. Wow, an 11. This is a warship. My goodness, what a patrol this is turning into be. Okay, let's see which one of these warships it is. And I'll have to check up. I haven't run into one of these. I want to. There's the warship roster down here. We're going to be rolling 2 D10s. Number 19. This is the 3300 CL Tatsuta. Let me get it on the log. Okay, the Tatsuta is a light cruiser. It is escorted. Let's see if we got day or night here. We have been, these daytime ones have been troublesome to us. It's 2. It's daytime. We're submerged. I don't have the right ship out there anyway. Okay, we're in Port Retro. Go down there and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Every time you do that, it's much appreciated. Push it out on your social media channels. The torpedo damage is fixed, or the torpedo door damage is fixed. We're in port. Everything's getting reloaded. That severe wounded crew member is taking 6. I had to roll 1d6 and I got a 6. So it takes him 6 months to recover from that wound. So he's removed. And if I had more than that, more than one of those guys hurt, that have been other consequences. But anyway, we got a new crew member to replace him. But in looking in, we did apply after Patrol 1, and we've been awarded the Commendation Medal for completing some type of special mission, mine laying, transport, or recon. The player award subsequently is never affected by the random event run aground and treats it as a no event if it happens to roll it. So that's a Benny. We'll get the Commendation Medal, we'll find it and get it out on the charts. So until you see me again, the SoCal Saber, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and stay safe.